Okay, so I want to teach you guys how to use colored pencils the way they're meant to be used. These Prismacolors are really soft and we can layer and mix them, which is really what's pretty nice. I cut each of these pieces of paper to at least 7 inches, so we've already made a tonal bar or value bar with pencil and graphite. We've made one with ink. So what I'd like you to do for the first part of class is we're just going to trace this thing 7 inches, mark it off at the inch, and then we're going to mix some tints and shades today. So a tint is a color plus white, and a shade is a color plus black or its complement. Okay, I'll be really quick with this first part, but I'm going to just show you what we're going to do to start. If I asked you guys each to have a blue bottle and a green bottle, and the reason being is we're going to practice mixing with complementary color today. So if you have one of your bottles as a blue bottle, go get blue out of the box at the back work table, and you're going to, in the middle, color that blue as pretty much as hard as you can without breaking the graphite. In the past, a lot of students may have used colored pencils, like they would outline it dark and then kind of lightly shade in the middle, like I'm doing in this lower half of this little cube here, this little box. That's really not how they're meant to be used. They're meant to be layered and actually become kind of waxy and opaque. So what I'm going to have you do is just kind of experience getting that center hue or chroma or color, the pure blue or the pure green, in the middle. And you can push fairly hard. And you don't actually have to go in only one direction. You can go in multiple directions to get that waxy pencil into the fiber or the tooth of the paper. So that'll be my blue. If you have a green bottle, I'd like you to choose the green that's in the box over there and color the middle green. All right? What I'm going to teach you though then is on this side we're going to make some tints. And we'll start class today with that. So anytime you're going to mix, you always will put down the lighter value first. So always mix your darks to your lights. So which is lighter, you guys, blue or white? White is lighter in value. So I'm going to put the white down first. It's sort of common sense, but you'll want the white down first because we'll only need a little bit of blue to change it. And in fact, I think for this first box, we might just want to leave it pure white, because that would be representing what we did yesterday, kind of the highlights on the bottle. So one box will leave pure white. One box in the middle will have either pure blue or pure green. In this box, I'm going to put a layer of white down. And you can see I'm putting that down pretty heavy. Now I'm going to come back with my dark color, which is the blue. And I'm going to go very, very lightly with the pressure of my hand and just put down a thin layer or film of blue, because I'm going to mix my first tint, my first value. So we're going to go from light to dark, just like we did with all our other value scales or value bars. So I'm going to put in a little bit of blue, and then I'm going to come back with my lighter value, my white, and I'm going to use that as my mixer. And I'm going to mix my first tint. So when I talk about using colored pencils, I'd like you to kind of think about mixing your color almost like a painter would. Except we're just going to be mixing it on the paper by layering it. Light color down first, or light value down first, and then using that to mix the two together. Now if I wanted to darken that tint, I could just simply put on another layer of blue, and then I could come back with my white and mix it up. But I don't. I want to mix one more tint, because I want to try to create the intermediate value here. So again, I'm going to start with my light value. If you're using green and white, white is always going to be lighter, so you'll still be using white first. Now I'll come in with my blue. I'm going to put a little bit more pressure, a little bit more pigment on the top of that, and then mix them together. And then I'm going to blur my eyes and kind of look and see how well this transitions, and I'll go back and possibly add more blue to the second box or more to the third until I get a nice transition. First part of class, we're doing tints. If we have time, I'll show you how we'll do some shades on the other side to get our dark darks. So all I got to do now is come back and kind of mix this, and then I'll kind of transition. All right?